Hey guys, family and friends. I'm sitting here at my kids' bus stop. I was parked next to this house on on the grass. I don't know if it's their grass. I don't know how the property line is, but it's the grass off of the street of the road. My kids' bus stop is in a residential area, which is a couple of blocks from where we stay, but it's surrounded by houses and grass. Um, Hold on. Sorry. So it's surrounded by houses and grass. So I was parked on the grass next to this one house, and a gentleman came out of, I assume, the house. Hold on one second. Let me see if this is my kid's bus. No. Okay, so he came out the house with his dog. I assume that's where he came from. And he asked me, "Oh, am I waiting on someone?" Mind you, my window was wind up, because I'm sitting here on the road. You don't want random people just running up to you, at least not on my side of where me and Dory is sitting. So I had the passenger side wind down for air. But anywho, the guy comes up to me and he's like, "Oh, am I waiting on someone?" And I'm like, "Yes, I'm waiting for someone." And he was like, "Oh, you can't park on the grass." I'm like, I don't have anywhere else to park." And then he said something, and then he just kept walking away. So I opened my door as he walked away, and I was telling him, I said, "I'm waiting on the school bus. Is it okay if I park on the concrete portion of where your house is at?" And he said it was fine. A few minutes later, you guys, a lady comes up to the car. Mind you, I'm in the car just chilling, waiting on the kids. And she starts arguing with me about, "Oh, I cannot be parked in front of her house. This is their home. I cannot park here." And I said, I understand, but the gentleman came out and he said I couldn't park on the grass. So I asked him if I can park here because I'm waiting on my kid's school bus, and he said it was fine. "Oh, I don't care. I don't care. You need to move. This is our grass here," which I don't know if it's really their grass or their property because it's right on the road of the street. I don't know the city lines of houses and all of that stuff like that. And she's thinking that I'm arguing with her, and I'm just like trying to ask her, "Is this okay if I park next to the house because my kid's bus stop is right here?" She's like, "Oh, there's parking spots down the street." I'm like, "But my bus stop for my kids is right here. It's not down the street." So because I said that, she assumes I'm arguing with her. Because I knew there was going to be an issue as soon as I came over here for picking up my kids. So right now I'm sitting in front of someone else's house without a stop sign, and they basically were looking at me crazy because I'm sitting in front of their house and they trying to get into their driveway. There's enough room for them to get in, but still, I'm in front of their house. So right now I'm a little like uneasy sitting at this place of location waiting on my kids to get from the bus stop. Is there any other parents out there who have the same issue with people that are living in the community where your kids are getting picked up or dropped off at by the school bus, giving you a problem? And if it is, what can you do about it? Is there anything you can do about it? You guys, I need your help because she assumed I was arguing with her, and I don't argue with people. It takes a lot for me to like really argue with somebody. I mean, a lot. It takes a lot. I take in a lot of crap from a lot of people, and it takes a lot to make me get to the level of exploding like that on somebody. But all I was talking to her is very calmly, and I'm like, "Can you go ask that guy? I don't know if that was your husband." "No, that's not my husband." "Well, can you go talk to him because he just said it was okay for me to park here. I'm not talking to nobody. You need to move. You need to get off my property." And I'm like, "Well, can I park there?" "I don't care where you park. Just don't park on my property or my grass." I'm like, "Okay." So it's like, then they keep coming out the house, peeping out to see if I'm still out here. And it's like, I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting here because I'm waiting on my kids to get out of school, get home from school. It's a sad situation, and that the communities don't come together and be a community, especially people the same color as my color. You know, we attack each other before we even communicate with each other. I was a little nervous when the guy walked up to the car because, he's a male, I'm a female, number one. Number two, I don't know no one's intention. And I have to be on guard because, I got to protect myself. And number one, I have to protect my daughter. But it's just, peaceful communication, listening, understanding. It goes a long way than attitude. But at the end of the day, God has every situation, every person, and He hears and sees everything. And it's just, it's messed up when people come with hate instead of kindness. But I just wanted to see, I wanted to vlog this little short situation and see if there's any other parent out there that has been in the same situation or is going through the same situation, and they're just trying to innocently pick up their children from the bus stop. It's like the devil's trying to throw so many different things our way to make this whole bus situation a negative situation instead of a positive. And all God is trying to do is help our family with having another outlet. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. And I know a lot of you probably wondering, you have a car, why don't you go pick up and drop your kids off? I do have a car. There's a story behind that is not yet to be told. Still waiting on how God is going to work that out. But I have been picking up my children and dropping my children off since they started school. And I still drop my child off, my oldest, to school. It's just my three boys, my three smaller boys. They're just now starting to catch the bus. And I feel so emotional. I feel like I'm going to cry. And usually when I'm upset, that's how I get. But it's just heartbreaking that these people cannot just hear me out. I'm not doing anything to their property. I'm not here for no other reason but my children. It's just sad how things are. This world could be so much better if people come together as a community, as friends, as individuals with kindness and love and support in their heart, instead of coming out with rudeness and all of that stuff like that. I will not give the location of where I am for privacy reasons, and I will not angle my camera at these people's house for privacy reasons of those people. But if anyone has anything that they can give me as advice, please drop it in the comment. I just pray my kids' bus come soon so I can get out of here. And the sad part about it is I call my husband, he can't pick up because the type of job he has, they monitor everything he does on the phone. If he gets on the phone because he's driving, he will get points against him. So I call him once to say, hey, if you pull over, call me back. If I call him multiple times, he know hey, pull over now. I need you right now. So the situation, I assume, is calm. Nobody else have come up to the car and said anything to me. So I believe that I'm good. But emotionally, I'm not good, but God help me. Alright guys, just dropped in for this quick video. Again, if you can help, please drop a comment.